Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. This is Jez Mokwena. Just before I talk about the today's topic, which will be Zambian's elections, I just want to wish women a happy Women's Month. This is August, and this is the month in which I was born. So, uh, both my birthday, which was on the 5th of August, just a few days ago, and let me just wish women a happy Women's Month. Today, I just want to talk about the Zambian elections, which just took place recently, last week to be precise. And there's also the issue around Lebanon and Afghanistan. But today, I just want to focus much on Zambia. I just want to talk about the Zambian elections. In Zambia, there were elections which are normal because the constitution requires that you have normal election, regular elections there in Zambia. So the main contestants of in these elections was Edgar Lungu, which is the incumbent from the Patriotic Front, and you have Hakainde Hichilema. Forgive my pronunciation, but it's Hichilema Hakainde. So he is the leader of the opposition, I think, from the UNDP. And you have Edgar Lungu, the incumbent from the Patriotic Front. The Patriotic Front has not performed very well, which is the party of Edgar Lungu, the current president of Zambia. It didn't perform very well. And it was very clear in the early hours of yesterday that the main opposition was going to scoop these elections, was going to win this election by landslide. And the president, the current president, deployed soldiers. This is very worrying, He deployed soldiers for what good reason when you actually have elections in a democratic country? I mean, Zambia has been a peaceful country for quite a long time. And there was no need even for him to deploy soldiers there. And soldiers of Zambia are used to elections and are used not to being involved in political issues and elections, unlike in the neighboring country, Zimbabwe, where basically the soldiers were being used as tools by the ruling party. But with the current elections in Zambia, I mean, there was no need. There was no need for President Edgar Lungu to send soldiers, when to deploy soldiers, when there was no violence, when, Zambia has been having elections without violence. There was no need. However, one could understand that because the president was going to be losing and he doesn't want to lose the elections, and he started making even statements to try and question the integrity of the elections. He says, no, one of his officials was refused to observe elections in a certain constituency, so the elections were not free and fair. That's nonsense. The elections were free and fair. Because SADC, which is the Southern African Community Development Community, they said the elections were free and fair. There was no violence and people were voting peacefully without any problem. It shows that these are just the last kicks of a dying horse. Edgar Lungu need to understand that the democratic process has taken place and that he has lost. The final tally, which was announced by the Electoral Commission of Zambia, indicated that Hichilema had more than 2 million, I think around 2.3 million. And you had Edgar Lungu trailing at 1.4 million. Look at the margin. It's nearly a million difference. But the person says, no, the elections were not free and fair. Free and fair. When everybody's saying the elections were free and fair, the fact that you have lost. You haven't performed very well. And the electorate is saying, look, we can't give it a second term. because your performance in the first term was dismal. So, and he needs to understand that this is a democratic process, and everybody, and nearly everybody, whose task was to observe the elections, says the elections were free and they were fair. So he need to accept that. I mean, and I need to congratulate Hichilema for the victory. It is his sixth time, and actually he has been trying in the last 5 times. He tried 5 times before, and he didn't win, and he lost. He accepted. He never questioned the result. He never mobilized people to contest. And for this, in the sixth attempt, he won. And we need to congratulate him for the victory. It shows that Africa is moving towards a more stable and democratic space. In the entire continent, we see elections taking place and people voting and elections being accepted by many, by citizens. So it shows we're getting somewhere as Africans, and that need to be encouraged. And I mean, Zambia just lost its stalwart, Kenneth Kaunda. To the best of my recollection, it was last month, and he passed on. And we must not disappoint the work that they have done, including Kenneth Kaunda. Let's wish Hichilema well for the performance, good performance. And I wish all other African countries can learn from this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. And we hope to meet again next